I would go as far as to say that the real problem is not Hezbollah or Hamas. The real problem is Iran. We must recognize this problem. It is Iran that is funding the Hezbollah. It is Iran that is funding and arming the Houthis. It is Iran that is arming the Hamas. Why should Ms. Khan get so upset about the killing of Nasrallah? Is he an Iranian national? Or was he an Iranian national? Why is she so concerned about Gaza? Let me tell you. This is nothing except, in some Muslim countries, they've got together and made it a Muslim problem or a Muslim issue. And they are also correct. Because this is exactly why they hate the Jews. I will say this very loudly and let anybody who has a problem understand this loud and clear. They hate Israel not because of this so-called fake narrative of occupation of Palestine. They hate Israel because more than 80% Israelis are Jews. They hate the Jews, and this hate has been continuing for more than 1400 years. This is religiously sanctioned hate. Right? Now, among the left and the Islamist nexus in India, they will never say anything to China. They will not even say anything to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, by the way, bombed and killed more than 3 lakh Yemenis, that is 300,000 Yemenis. They conducted airstrikes. Nobody even talks about it. And what are these figures they are giving about Gaza? Who has given these figures? Who has counted the dead bodies in Gaza? These are all Hamas figures, this so-called Health Ministry of Gaza. What is Health Ministry of Gaza? It's nothing but Hamas. I think what Israel must do is hit back. Hit back Tehran so hard that their mad clergy, this complete lunatic of a man, right, who's the supreme leader of Iran, he needs to go. This regime needs to fall because they are the people. They are poisoning the entire Middle East. Unfortunately, we have some sort of a relationship with Iran. I don't know why. I disagree with our relationship with Iran. But the problem is that Iran is the source of all poison. That is why nobody likes them. Many Muslim countries don't like Iran. They dislike Iran because Iran arms and funds terror groups. It is not just that they're doing it to the Israelis. They're doing it to Saudi Arabia. They're doing it to Jordan. They're doing it to Iraq. They're doing it to Syria. They're doing it to Yemen. They have spoiled and vitiated the entire atmosphere of the Middle East. And this regime needs to go. I stand with Israel. I think we need to make up for what wrong we have done to Israel in the past. We carried out Balakot. Where do you think those Spice 2000 bombs came from? They came from Israel. Who helped us with the laser-guided bombs in Kargil? It was Israel. Israel has stood with us even when we did not have diplomatic relations with Israel. And how did we repay Israel? How did we repay? We have not been good friends. Now we have started to be good friends, and we must stand with Israel. I personally, as an individual, stand with Israel, and I think the entire Indian nation should stand, the government should stand firmly behind Israel.
Yeah, so, Major Arya, you are being charitable. What you are saying is that stop this monkey balancing, stand with Israel. That is what you are saying. Ms. Khan, you were talking about, the retaliation from Israel, and you said, bring it on. Chris Blackburn, how do you think Israel will respond? Or should respond?
I don't know. I don't have any clue. I don't have any clue. First of all, I have to clear that I'm not speaking about Hezbollah or something.
That's okay, but as a journalist, ma'am, you must take a principled stand. You could not even, condemn, name and shame a terrorist. Forget anything else. Chris.
Let me finish. Let me finish. There is a conversation. There is some debates in the regime about naming people as terrorists. It is not just limited to Hezbollah or Hamas. It is true about Taliban. It is true about Al-Qaeda. It is true about lots of people and lots of figures, lots of political groups. And
political groups, Dr. Ranganathan, terrorism and political groups are the same.
Let me finish.
You can put any tag. But Ms. Khan would not agree.
Sorry, let me finish,
this is
please.
unbelievable. Ms. Khan is not prepared. Ms. Khan is not prepared to say Osama bin Laden and Al-Qaeda are terrorists. I am just shocked. How can she be a journalist? Journalists supposed to be objective. The people who flew planes on 9/11 on American World Trade Center were not terrorists.
And tell people that Osama bin Laden is a terrorist. See how they will respond to you. Sorry, let me continue my point. Let me finish my point. I was making a statement about Israel killing army figures of Iran outside and inside Iran. Israel was doing repeated assassinations.
No, 1 minute. What are 1 minute, ma'am? 1 minute. Outside Iran, what are army figures of? No. What are 1 minute, ma'am? Miss Khan, 1 minute. You just said it yourself. 1 minute. What are Iranian army figures doing anything outside Iran? What are they doing? Training other people. Chris Blackburn.
Don't India have any?
1 minute. Let Chris now come in. He's been patiently listening to all of this. Chris, what do you make of this, and what do you make of the response from Ms. Khan?
Well, I think it's a natural response from Ms. Khan. I think people are in two minds. People want to protect the Palestinians and innocents in this conflict, but also the realism is there's a nation, Iran, that has stood beside Hezbollah, has stood beside Hamas, stood beside the Houthis, and caused so much damage. I don't think what Hamas did on October 7th would have happened if it hadn't been for the covert support that the